The city lights blurred into a watercolor painting through the rain-streaked window. The small, cluttered apartment. Inside, the only illumination came from the stark glow of a laptop screen, casting long shadows across piles of books and half-empty coffee mugs. This was Liam's world, a cramped crucible where dreams were forged in the quiet hours between midnight and dawn. The hum of the old refrigerator was the only constant companion to the frantic click-clack of his keyboard. His face, etched with exhaustion but lit by a stubborn fire in his eyes, told a story of relentless determination. Every line of code, every scribbled note on a whiteboard, was a brick laid in the foundation of an uncertain future. He was building something from nothing, fueled by instant noodles and an unwavering belief that this struggle was temporary, a mere prelude to the life he envisioned. The city outside slept, oblivious to the quiet revolution taking place in this tiny room. The path from a brilliant idea to a tangible reality is paved with rejection and resilience. Liam's days became a whirlwind of activity, a montage of relentless hustle. He spent countless hours refining his pitch, his voice echoing in empty rooms as he practiced for meetings that felt a world away. He'd walk into sleek corporate offices, his heart pounding a nervous rhythm against his ribs, only to walk out with polite dismissals and well-intentioned advice to quit. Each no was a heavy blow, a test of his resolve. Yet, with every rejection, the fire within him burned hotter, not dimmer. He'd return to his apartment, the sting of failure still fresh, and pour that frustration back into his work. The montage would show him sketching furiously in notebooks, debating with mentors over video calls, and celebrating tiny victories with a fist pumped in the solitude of his workspace. It was a period of intense pressure, a crucible where his character was tempered like steel. Then, one afternoon, the universe shifted on its axis. It wasn't a dramatic explosion, but a quiet, life-altering moment. Liam stood in a glass-walled conference room, the city skyline sprawling behind him. Across the table, a seasoned investor extended a hand, a warm smile spreading across her face. The handshake that followed was firm, electric, a silent acknowledgement of his tireless journey. This single gesture was the culmination of all the sleepless nights and crushing disappointments. Soon after, the breakthrough cascaded into a flood of success. A graph on a monitor showed a line rocketing upward, a visual representation of his product's meteoric rise. Scenes flashed to positive news headlines, of his product being unboxed by excited customers, and of his small team cheering as they hit a monumental sales target. The breakthrough wasn't just a business deal. It was validation, a powerful affirmation that his sacrifice had not been in vain. Years later, a different Liam stands in a different room. He is older, his features softened by time but sharpened by experience. He gazes out from a spacious, minimalist office high above the city, the very same skyline that once seemed so distant and unconquerable now laid out before him like a kingdom. The cluttered apartment has been replaced by clean lines and panoramic views. His posture is relaxed, exuding a quiet confidence that was forged in the fires of his early struggles. A young, aspiring entrepreneur, reminiscent of his former self, sits across from him, listening intently. Liam shares his story, not as a boast, but as a testament to the power of perseverance. He has become the mentor he once sought, the success story he once dreamed of. His journey from the cramped apartment to the corner office wasn't just about building a company. It was about building a life, proving that with enough grit and an unbreakable spirit, any dream, no matter how audacious, can be brought to life.